Hello, guys. Welcome back to my podcast. It's Marie here from M's Perspective, and I hope you enjoyed the last podcast that I posted recently. So, if you haven't listened to it, please tune in and listen to it. So today's topic has been inspired by something I saw online, and it's just like a comment that I want to pass, but it's just like also a question at the same time. So I saw this post where it's actually about relationship. If you're not in a relationship, it's okay, you can give your opinion, because eventually you will end up in one, and if you don't end up in one, just still give your opinion or your advice on this topic that actually just came. This is actually going to be a long one, I reckon, but it's about this couple who'd been dating for 12 years. Okay, so apparently they dated for 12 years, and then obviously the girl waited for the guy to propose, but it took him 12 years to propose. And after he had proposed, then they're planning for a wedding, and it's just one weekend for a wedding, and then she breaks off the engagement and she ends the relationship, because obviously she had her own reasons. But from what I understood is the fact that it started fading away, the feelings started fading away, or she just didn't feel like it anymore, because apparently if the guy would have wanted her, or if the guy would have known that she's the one that he is going to settle with, she's the one who's going to be the wife, the mother to his children, then he would have proposed a while ago. It wouldn't have taken him 12 years for him to pop the question and ask this woman to marry him. So that's basically my understanding. That's why the relationship ended. And while the girl might have her own reasons why she feels like she deserved better in all those years that they were together, so she ended the relationship. My question to you is, do you reckon what the woman did is correct? Or who would you say is more at fault? Is it the guy who took forever to propose to this young woman that he had loved for years? They've been together for years. Obviously, I'm asking this question from the surface point of view. I'm not asking from, the day-to-day relationship problems that they have. That's something that I will not be privy to. But as something on a surface level, what would you say? Like, who is at fault? Like, should he had proposed earlier? Or should the girl have walked away instead of waiting all these years for that moment to come and then leave the relationship? So that's my question to you. I'm going to answer my part on how I see it. This is my opinion, guys. This is my point of view. And would I have approached the situation the same way the girl did? Probably not, because first thing first, I'm not going to date somebody for 12 years. Wait for that long for them to marry me. That's not going to happen, because that's just not who I am. It will be a waste of my time, and I feel like it will be a waste of their time too. 12 years, that's a long time to date somebody. And yeah, they might have different commitment, but if deep down you know that marriage is the end goal for you, and you know that you want to settle down, you want to start a family, you want to, you're a big believer in marriage and just starting a family, then for me it would be a big no, that I'm not going to wait for you to propose to me for 12 years. I'm sorry, like, love, yes, love does exist. Love, if you love somebody, you can do anything for them, but I don't think I would love somebody for that much that I will spend 12 years. 12 years? For me, I feel like that's like really huge, to spend 12 years waiting for somebody to propose to you, because that's just a lot. I feel like I do get where this woman was coming from. Like, if he knew, he should have proposed earlier. But at the same time, again, I sit back and say, why didn't she walk away sooner. If she knew that she wanted to get married that bad and she needed that reassurance, she has her own reasons. But my question is also the fact that why didn't she walk away earlier than wait for 12 years when finally the guy has taken the step to actually propose to her and she walks away? Because that's also something I do not understand. Maybe I will not even understand it today, so this is why this podcast exists, so that I can actually voice out my opinion. But also, if you have an opinion, feel free to leave a comment when I post this podcast, and feel free to just say what you think as well, because now it makes me feel bad for the guy, although I should be feeling bad for the girl, but it actually makes it more easier for me to actually kind of relate to a boy's point of view, because maybe this is maybe the reasons why he didn't propose to her. Maybe because he was not financially stable. That could be one thing. And another thing, there's people who just don't feel in rush. Like, I don't feel in rush, but it doesn't mean that I'm looking at another woman. It doesn't mean that I'm doing other things. It doesn't mean that the person that I love. You're the woman that I love. You're the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. But I just don't feel like I'm there yet. I'm there yet to propose. I'm there yet to feel like you will be safe with me. I'm there yet to feel like I want to take responsibility of someone's daughter and then not give them the life they deserve, not give them the, everything that they need in life. So maybe he didn't feel that yet. He didn't feel that confident to do such a thing yet. Not saying that he didn't love her. I think he loved her, because if he wouldn't have loved her, he wouldn't have been with her for 12 years and then to just propose to her after 12 years. Maybe that was his time. That was his right time to that was his right time to propose to this young woman. That was his right time to be like, I think I have everything it takes now to be the man that you deserve, to be the man that you desire, to be the man that who will actually be able to provide and also be meaningful to my household. That now I'm ready, now I feel confident, now I think with you I'm capable of doing anything. So maybe that was his point of view. Maybe that's when he was ready. So for me, they say if he wanted you, he would have done it. What's the point of being proposed? Let's say you were in your relationship, let's say this guy proposed 3 years in their relationship, or 2 years in, or 1 year in, per se. Let's say he did that. He proposed, they get married, and then down the track in those 12 years, they get divorced. What's the difference? Really, what's the difference? So they were together for 12 years. They lasted without being married. Then why would they think that it makes any difference? Because what that just proves is the fact that whether you're married or not, that relationship was never gonna last anyways. Because if he was to propose to you a while ago, what's the guarantee that maybe during that time, because he would have proposed out of pressure, then he wouldn't have been ready to provide for that family. He wouldn't be able to fulfill his duty as a man of the household. Then that means he would have resented the family. He would have resented the woman. He would have resented the lifestyle that he's living in, because it's a lifestyle that he just found himself in out of pressure of the woman that he's with, or out of pressure of the family or the community that he's in, that he had to propose to this young woman. And now 12 years down the track, that marriage did not work. They've had to divorce because it happened in the wrong time. But this is his right time. This is his proper time. So I don't understand, if as a woman personally, I do not understand if you can wait for that long. What's wrong with waiting? What's wrong with now getting married and settling down and knowing that you've been through thick and thin for the past 12 years together? You've been a team for the 12 past years, and now it's about time that you build together. And he's taken that step without you having to say anything. It obviously, from what I've understood in this it's not like she asked him to propose and he said no. He was never ready and she never really pushed him, so this was his timing. So I don't really get, as a woman, why would I waste my time? Why would I be with somebody for 12 years? And let's say I love him, like, obviously I was with him because I love him. For the whole 12 years, this is the moment you just think that something is off, something is wrong. So I really don't understand people. This is just my opinion. You might have a different opinion, but I really truly think that if you can be with somebody, if you can court somebody for 12 years or for more than those years, and then eventually you guys decide you want to get married, I don't see how a ring that did not exist 15 years ago or 12 years ago would make a difference in the decision that you're about to make if you decide to actually end up in a marriage. Especially if you have that understanding amongst each other, if there's that friendship and if there's that bond and chemistry among one another, then I don't really see how the ring makes it any difference, because the whole purpose of being together is that you build together, you develop together, you grow together, and you be there for each other, you support each other. So there's more to relationship than just, oh, I love you. No, I believe there's more to relationship, because I believe that even when you're in a relationship, you can lose feelings. You can lose feelings and you will not have feelings for somebody that you love, but you just have to be able to like them. You know, I love this person, but sometimes I don't love them. But I like who he is. I like his personality. I can vibe with his personality. We can get along with his personality. But sometimes the love is just not enough for me to be in this relationship, because sometimes I do lose feelings for you, and sometimes I really just, you get on my nerves that I don't want to be with you, and you just, sometimes I'm like, what the heck am I into? But that's why whoever said that love is not enough to sustain a relationship or to make a relationship go on never lied. Really, they never lied. And I might be saying this, but I might say this from experience, I might say this from other people's point of view, but personally I do believe that a relationship doesn't just survive on love, because love is something that it's a feeling, and it fades away, it disappears. It's a matter of the choices that we make, because if you choose to be with somebody, if you make it a choice, you would do it. The same way when you make a choice to be like, okay, I'm going to pursue this certain activity, I'm going to pursue a certain degree, I'm going to pursue a certain thing, and even if you really don't want to, and it's really hectic, and there's a lot of obstacles and challenges in the way, and you'll be like, I just want to give up, I don't want to do this thing. But because you've made a target and you want to achieve the end goal, you keep pushing, you keep going, not because you like it, but because you know the end goal, and you know why, and you know the purpose behind that. That's the same thing, that's how I kind of connotate the love as well. Like, I know that the person I'm with, it's somebody that I thrive to be with. It's the person who makes me happy. Even if sometimes it can get on my nerves, even if sometimes we don't get along, even if sometimes there's like challenges in the way that I feel like I really want to scream, and I really feel like I could literally, kill this person. But there's no other better person that I can be with other than this person. It's just, that's why I say love is not enough. So if you've been with somebody for that long, there's so much that you know about them. There's so much. You guys have actually just connected more than just friends. I feel like there's way too much for you to just walk away from that relationship just because of a ring, just because they took their time to propose. Like, I don't get it, because technically 12 years, that's like a whole decade that's more than a decade that you've been with this person, and you would have literally built a family together in those 12 years. So if you can spend a whole decade, why not another decade when married? So people, you might have a different opinion, but my opinion about relationship is just like, it's a sensitive topic. I reckon relationship is really broad and people have different opinions, and most of the people will be like, what is she talking about? She's not even this, she has no experience in this. But the only thing I can say is the fact that love is a choice. And if anything that you put your mind to or you put your heart to, you're capable of achieving. So I don't believe, I'm the type of person, I'm a practical person, and if there's one big realist, it's me. I'm a realist person. I'm like practical, like let's just not talk emotion, let's just be practical out of things. And sometimes I know people will like argue that love is, you can't be practical in love, you can't be a realist in love, but you gotta, come on, like 12 years, you're telling me that there's no other projects you would have worked in those 12 years, there's no other things you would have done in those 12 years if you realize that somebody's wasting your time. If your end goal is to get married in 5 years, your end goal is to get married in 3 years, 4 years, and that person, you're seeing that there's no way they're anywhere to meet that target, and you've expressed that and they haven't even come anywhere closer to meeting that target, and you're just gonna let it slide. Come on, people. But anyways, that's my opinion. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, no, that can never be me. It can never be me. I'm just saying, it can never be me. But for those people who are in a relationship, my piece of advice to you is the fact that it's good to be in love. It's good to love. I'm not talking about the people who are married. That's like a different topic. That's like a different story. I'm talking about people who are in a relationship, like they haven't been proposed to yet, and they haven't been, maybe the men are not acting a certain way that they should. But if you're a type of woman who knows what you want in life, and who always, plans your things, and you just feel like this man is not doing, or they're not, I'm not saying that you leave them in the dark of what your desires and your wishes are, because I believe in communicating. You communicate your wish, you communicate what you plan in life so that they know what you're planning. It's not like you're imposing your will on them, but you just tell them where you're at in life and what you're looking for in a relationship, instead of just waiting. And because women have this thing of waiting for men to leave the relationship, but I cannot, especially if I know like there's gonna be a waste of time here. I don't want to waste my time. There's other things in life that I can be doing. I could be pursuing different opportunities in life. I can be pursuing somebody else who's willing to marry me when we're ready. I can be pursuing somebody else who me and them we have the same aim, we have the same goal, we have the same, so the purpose is the same. So you need to actually be able to speak to somebody who has the same goal with you, who you see it the same way. Might not be exactly A to A or B to B, but at least there's some similarities. There's like some commonality in your vision when you're pursuing a relationship, not just whatever. Unless of course you're having fun, then that's a different story. But if you're a person who knows what you want and where you want to lead a relationship, 12 years is a lot for you to not walk away and not realize somebody just wasted your time and somebody didn't really feel you that much. But again, we have to be understanding of the fact that maybe our right timing is not someone else's right timing. Then it's up to you to decide that, do I want to accommodate to that, or do I just want to move out before it's too late? Because the longer you wait, the more damage it causes towards not just yourself, but towards other people as well, towards your partner who you're currently in a relationship with. Because my point of view is the fact that now the damage that this man is enduring is way too much compared to what he would have endured, like, let's say 10 years ago or 5 years, or if this was not done properly, then the woman should have walked away straight away. So I feel like it's not just, the weight does not just lie on the man that he's the one who's responsible. In my point of view, it's also a woman's responsibility to express their needs and their wants, and if their needs and their wants are not being matched, or they're not being accommodated to, or there's no discussion about it, so they can both be able to understand who is contributing to the relationship not growing, then they take decision based on that. But expecting that the man should be able to lead a relationship all the time, that's also the fact that the end result is always not going to be perfect. So my encouragement to young women will be, don't just wait. Don't just sit there and let the man lead. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, well, he's the man, he has to make a move. No, you can also express your opinions. You can also express your feelings. You can also express your needs and what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it, so they know where you stand. So that's I feel like I can talk about this topic completely for hours, but I will not. I will limit it, and I will just stop it here. But tell me what you think. What's your opinion about this? What's your opinion about this situation? What would you do if you were either the boy or the girl? What would you do about this? 12 years is a long time to just walk away from that relationship. Yo, that's literally like, yeah, it's a long time. But I'm just gonna say, girls, take lead too. There's nothing wrong with that, expressing how you feel. And men, guys, come on. But again, you can never achieve everything in one go. You can't. Men, you can't, okay? Sometimes you need a partner to work through things with. So, not everybody is interested in waiting, and obviously not everybody is interested in rushing. By 12 years, But anyways, it can never be me, like I said. But tell me what you think about this, and I hope you guys like today's podcast, and I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope to talk to you more about topics like this, or even different topics. It was Marikia, and if you still haven't listened to a previous podcast, I would encourage you to go listen to it. And see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.